Hi, I'm Rob Cleveland, CLAC representative in Edmonton. April 28 is the International Day of Mourning, a day we remember those who have lost their lives at work. I'm surprised at how many Canadians are unaware of the Day of Mourning and its significance to their own lives. In 2009, thousands of people were hurt on the job. Another 939 Canadian workers across all sectors were killed that year. That is about 3 people per day, a statistic that has been rising over the last 10 years, despite the fact that safety legislation has become stronger. My colleague, Don Mundy, from CLAC's Langley office, recently sat down with Local 68 President Tom MacDonald to discuss how safety policies and practices have changed over the years.
The largest change I've seen, Don, is the attitudes of company owners, companies, and management in particular. We're no longer an expendable commodity. We are starting to be treated as a part of the overall solution to and as an integral part of the construction team.
So take me back to, long ago when you first started. Were corners cut? Were safety not quite as important back then?
Safety was certainly not as important. In estimates had a mortality rate in them.
In each project, there was a mortality rate?
In the larger projects, absolutely.
Wow.
It was a statistic that after X amount of man hours, there would statistically be a fatality. So on a larger project, they would look at it and the overall scope would have an actual mortality rate built into it. It's no longer an acceptable thing. Nobody is looking at that. We're now going into estimating and planning with a zero injury, and we're trying to get every man home at the end of the day. A new worker coming onto a job site these days has got a great advantage over anyone jumping in, say 25, 30, 40 years ago, in that we're now paying very careful attention to their training, to their advancement through whatever portion of the industry that they're going through.
For the International Day of Mourning, is there something you'd like to say to our members?
Yeah. Keep training, keep learning, and watch out not only for yourself, but your partner. Let's all go home at the end of the day.
When we get up in the morning, we always expect to be home when the workday ends. Irene Simpson, Regional Director of CLAC's Mississauga office, relates a story of a day when that didn't happen for one of CLAC's union stewards.
I'm standing beside this rock that was placed here in memory of all the people who have lost their lives in workplace accidents. This rock was placed here by Christian Labour Association Local 52 in memory of Steve Lundy. It's placed beside a tree because Steve Lundy was an arborist by trade, but he was working in construction. One day in April, actually it was the evening, I had already come home, and I got this phone call from the members at this job site that Steve Lundy had plunged into a shaft. I immediately got down there, and there was all kinds of emergency vehicles there, the police, the videos, the TV, and our members. Our members were sitting quietly in that trailer and just waiting to see until Steve was lifted from the shaft. This was a very tragic event for a very young man. And so every year we remember Steve. When we come by into our office, we see the rock and we see the tree, and we remember that we have to work safely so that no one needs to lose their life.
On April 28th, we encourage you to take a few moments to remember those who have lost their lives at work. And every day, remember and follow the advice Tom gave. Watch out for yourself and for your coworkers so that we can all go home safe. Thank you.